Grootman, my name is Griffith. I am your Grootman in running. Today we are 81 days to the 2022 Comrades Marathon. As a runner, you need to learn to walk very early in your races. Many runners go into a race without a strategy. They think all they need to do is to train and then get to the start and freestyle all their way to the finish. That's not how it works. That's why many of the runners, they have horrible runs. That's why many of the runners do not even finish their runs, because they don't go in with a strategy. You need to have a strategy on how you're going to run your race. When are you walking? When are you eating? And all these things. Going into a race without a strategy is signing yourself up for failure. You can't assume that you'll be able to run a certain pace for the whole marathon. At some point, you're going to break down. You'll be able to run it, yes, for the first 80 kilometers and think that you are in time for a certain target. As soon as you pass 32 kilometers, you will break down. And as soon as you break down, all those goals, all those targets that you've set for yourself, they vanish. They turn into thin air. One of the best things that you can do for yourself at a race, especially at a marathon, is to walk very early. Walk before your body is tired. Walk before you are unable to run anymore. When you do that, you give your body a chance to recover. And when your body recovers early, it gets the energy to fight more at the end of the race. It's very useless to push all the way to 30 kilometers and think you've made it for your sub 4 marathon, only to be delayed in the last 12 kilometers where you are too tired, you are forcing yourself to run and you can't. And the only thing that you can do is walk. So if you learn to walk early, by the time you get to your 30s, your 35s there, your body is still fresh enough to run. So you can be able to do your pole to pole runs that are more efficient than walking all the way to the finish. You can teach yourself how to walk early by doing so in your long runs. Every time you go for a long run that is over 25 kilometers, plan your walks properly. Make sure that at a certain kilometer you're going to stop running and then walk. Walking does not mean walking very slowly. You can have a power walk, and that is enough to give you rest. When I run a marathon, I divide it into 3 parts. There's the first 21 kilometers, and then the next 10 kilometers, and then the last 12 kilometers. In the first 21 kilometers, I run it with 777. 7 kilometers, I walk for 2 to 3 minutes. Another 7 kilometers at 14, I walk for 2 to 3 minutes. And then I do the last 7 kilometers that gets me to 21 kilometers, and then I walk for another 3 minutes. From there, I do 5-5, which means I do 5 kilometers and then I walk less, maybe just 2 minutes. And then I do another 5 and then I walk for 2 minutes. That gets me to 31 kilometers. And then the rest of the race, I do it with 2 kilometers and 1 minute walk, 2 kilometers and 1 minute walk. And by the time I get to the finish, I'm not as broken, I'm not as finished, because all those walks in between allows you to recover and get your body back into running, even though you are tired. Everyone can have a different strategy. Like I said, I do 777, 5-5, then 2-2-2-2 all the way to the finish. So depending on when you can choose to walk, do that. And when you're calculating the target of the marathon that you're going to be doing, include at least 15 to 20 minutes of walks that you're going to be doing in between those kilometers. Without them, you won't get that target. Many of good runners struggle to meet their target because they don't walk on time. So learn to walk early and you'll be able to run your marathons more efficiently. I am your Grootman. Listen to me.